Okay, so welcome back. We apologize for that short break. Namek was trying to remind us that they're still here, so they took us off the Wi-Fi, so we have to get connected to data so we can MiFi, right? So we can bring you the continuation of the program. So Omar, you were saying something. You said that the person you were talking to, even though it was a personal conversation, but the person did say that if that is what Ibn Chambers is coming for,
it doesn't make sense because this is purely an internal matter, and he cannot intervene in an internal matter.
Oh, okay.
So, but he told me that he will get to, if he cannot reach Ibn Chambers, he will talk to the UN agency to get clarification. But you know, it's a time difference here, so I'm yet to get clarification from him. But I will keep on persuading until tomorrow and see what we'll get from the journalists and take it from there.
Okay, we're also trying to find out. And did you call Emeba or to ask him now, or finally has given up on APRC?
Well, Emeba, I've been trying him. I couldn't reach him. So since yesterday, he told me that he will be available. But when I called, he wasn't available. So I think Fabakary Tombonjata is in charge. Rambo's supposed to be in this program today, but they're on an executive meeting. That's why I could not come.
Oh, APRC have an executive meeting?
Right, meeting. So I spoke to Amul Nyasi, arranged interview for me with Rambo, but Rambo couldn't make it because they're on a meeting.
Well, someone is saying that this is the Kianka network. It's actually not the Kianka network. It's because we were talking about Nawek. I think because we didn't invite them, they get pissed off with us. So they decided to, you know, go out. And then the internet, we had to connect again. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, I'm telling Fatu. You Faba Karileti bang? Faba meeting wala? Fatu Kamaralem, Fatu network.
Fatu network.
Ha, Juan Faba Kari Tombonjata.
No, Suleiman,
I have executive meeting wala. You're not ready to fire Fatu ye call no Fatu show, Fatu network.
Okay, Fatu show.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I was going to ask him about, all of a sudden, Jammeh is very nice, because if you listen to Fabakary, if you read Fabakary's interview, he said Jammeh is always very concerned about the security of this country, and he would tell them, no matter what, don't do anything that would destabilize this country. Yeah. That's very nice of him.
Well, but even when Jammeh was in power, he always tell people, I will not compromise the peace and stability of this country. Despite what happened, even if he's out of power, out of this country, he should wish this country well. So saying that of Fabakary Tombonjata is what is expected of him or expected of any citizen of this country. Wishing, because there is this saying that in war, even the king can lose his war. So all wars are expensive. Instability, whatever you call it, conflict, power struggle. So the best thing for anybody, for all of us, is to have peace and stability in this country. Right.
Yeah, and
for the benefit of all. And
just to remind you all that about the permanent secretaries, we actually did not have any more update as of today. There is what someone told me last night, that President Barrow is coming back home and he is going to continue reshuffling his cabinet. I was like, please don't give people heart attack. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it looks like he's done. You know, you never know, but I don't know what is there to reshuffle again. Still now we're hearing words of resignation from 3 ministers. We're hearing that 3 ministers want to resign, but we do not have a confirmation on that issue. That's why we cannot tell you the names, but let's watch and see.
Who are those ministers?
Well, again, I said we don't have a confirmation, so we'll not be able to say it.
So yes, this is another Donald Trump is locker room talk.
No, we're just saying, yes, we're saying we got word that 3 ministers wants to resign because I don't know what happened, if they're not happy with where they moved to, or they think, no, we don't want to be in this again anymore. We don't know what it is, but we got that word. And we didn't have the opportunity to talk to them directly. I called 2 of them. I couldn't reach them. Their phone was just ringing. They didn't pick up. But no matter what, we will let you all know. And we understand Barrow is coming today, but Dabo is coming tomorrow.
Now, is it, you don't want to mention that, but is there somebody also there telling them, no, please don't resign? Or there's nothing like that in the system?
That's what I'm hearing. We're hearing that there is someone who is saying, do not resign. Do not resign. It's not worth it. Wait. But, you know, people do that all the time. If you want to resign, there'll be people who would tell you, go ahead. But there'll also be others who would tell you, do not resign. It will be okay.
Is it an individual or a group of people?
What I'm hearing right now is an individual who is saying, do not resign for now.
Who is that individual?
I actually cannot tell because we didn't confirm again.
A male or a female?
Well, I cannot tell because we didn't confirm. So some of the
okay,
yes.
then.
Yeah, so that's very clear.
All
Yeah. Right. Yes. So just to remind you all, for those of you joining us right now, you are watching the news review program right here on the Fatu Network. And today, we had the opportunity to go to the OIC office. Omar Wali was not there. It was myself and Awa. It was great. We told them everything that we do at the Fatu Network, trying to see in what areas we can work with them. They were very receptive of our visit, and the executive director, I guess the Secretary General, Lamin Sane, said they're open to everyone. Omar, he said you don't even need an appointment to visit them.
Okay.
Anytime you want to go to the Secretariat, you can go, and that they're there for Gambians. They will be open to every Gambian. They can work with them as long as you can add value to what they want to do.
Great move.
So
open door policy.
Very, very open, and that was the open door policy, of course. Yes, it was a great thing. I met Nyang Jai in his office.
Nyang Jai?
Yes, Nyang Jai and Isa Bokarsi, and of course Omar An. Omar An was there as well.
I think we should have one of them here to talk about the OIC.
Yeah, they're working on that. They're working on a press briefing after the inauguration, and then they will invite us.
And another story that has to do with the $1 million that the Attorney General Chambers has been asked for these other people to recover.
Yeah.
I spoke to a few of them, but Lantombo Ntamba said he's doing his findings because they said from 2007 to 2015, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but remember, Lantombo was in jail in 2010.
Yes.
When I spoke to him, I said, but he will come here tomorrow to clarify.
Oh, he was in jail at the time.
At the time,
he went to jail from 2007 to 2000.
No, he was not in jail. He was arrested in 2010. That was the time after the was sentenced to life in prison.
Okay, wait. When did they say that this is due from 2007 to 2015?
Yes.
When was he in jail?
He was in jail from 2010 to 2012. That's
so meaning 7 to 10 he was out.
Yeah, he said he was out, but
so
after
it
that
could be 7 to 10.
7
could
to 10
be between 2000
and from maybe because after that one, he did not hold any public office.
Yeah, but it could be between 2007 to 2010.
Right.
It's possible it could be.
Yeah.
But then like you said, he'll be here tomorrow, and when he gets here, we will talk about it. So President Barrow is also coming home. Do you know, because when we spoke to someone about an hour ago, they said he was about to land. Do you know if he's landed or not?
Well, I made some calls, but he told us he answer my calls. Hopefully, down the ceremonies at the tarmac at the airport. So as soon as we get, but another interesting thing is, did we get any report about Barrow meeting President Obiang of Equatorial Guinea?
Yes, I saw that. I saw that on the, actually the State House sent us photos with a press release. And when that came, I saw that there was a meeting with President Obiang, but this is not the first time. I think they met before at another meeting where it was Barrow, Dabo, and Obiang.
That was in Addis.
Yes, we saw that photo, and here's another one that we saw today. And there are speculations that if they were talking about Jammeh. But honestly speaking, let me say this before you come in. Each time I see Barrow and Obiang, I get scared.
Why?
I don't know. I just keep saying, I hope Obiang would not put something in his hand and shake Barrow's hand and put poison in his... For some reason, I'm never comfortable when I see Obiang. I mean, I'm sorry, but then that's how I feel. Don't you feel scared when you see the two of them?
No, I don't.
Especially when he went to Mauritania, I was like, okay, wait. Mauritania is Jammeh's friend. When Jammeh was about to leave and he said he wasn't going, it was Mauritania that came, and Guinea, remember? And I said, Barrow in Mauritania, just make sure you give our president good food. Don't give him anything that will make him sick.
Yeah, but President Obiang is also thinking about his exit. So many things happen in this country. In Equatorial Guinea, he has been in power for nearly 30. He's among the longest serving leaders in Africa. Yes. President Obiang, Dane Sassou Nguesso, and even Joseph Kabila. So most of them are, what are they thinking? Like, Jammeh is in the same situation like the former president of Ethiopia, Mengistu Haile Mariam, when he was overthrown. Haile Mariam, yes. He went to Zimbabwe and he was provided with sanctuary. Since Mugabe's time now, Mugabe stepped aside. You have Emerson Mnangagwa is providing, but it did not happen to this man. He's an Ivory of Chad. Although he was protected for some time, but they later prosecuted him. So, but he once said they are not interested. Yeah. Like Jammeh has been prosecuted now. Hopefully,
Yeah.
But do you get any information as to why, what they discuss?
No, actually, I don't know. I saw Omar, no, not you, your friend, our friend, Sandy Morena, said on Facebook that he was going to put that question to President Barrow, but I don't think he made it to the airport. And someone is saying right here that Barrow does not have a beef with Obiang. Yes, he does not have a beef with Obiang, but remember, Jammeh is in Equatorial Guinea, and knowing how Jammeh is, I'm sure each time Obiang comes back from a trip, and I'm sure he would want to ask, how did you see that president? And he will be laughing, but Jammeh massa, but that's it for you. Jehna. So we don't know what they discuss. I'm sure they would let us know. But Dabo is staying, I heard, until Wednesday.
Okay.
That's what I saw on social media, that he would stay until Wednesday. I think, he went in his capacity as foreign minister.
Yeah.
Yes, so there were, four foreign ministers there. So when he comes back, that's when he will assume his role as the country's number 2. So is he going to move at the place where Barrow was? That's the residence for the vice president.
Okay.
You don't know that? You were too young when the vice president stayed there. In Jai Saidi. That's when Jai Saidi was staying.
Okay.
So the Dabo is expected to be moving there. I know he doesn't like to move, but let's be honest here. When this government came, most of the people, they all moved to new places. I did not even know why they did that. I think I talked about that. They all moved to new buildings, new big buildings, new places, big houses. But Dabo actually, to be fair to him, he stayed at his house. The one on Karaba Avenue and the one that's at Kotu. You know where that is?
Yes, I know Kotu. That's where I interviewed him.
Yeah, he stayed at his houses. He never moved to go to any big house. He stayed there. And there is this lady who has a tailoring shop just at the same building with Dabo, where his house on Karaba Avenue is. And I was talking to the lady. I said, you are lucky. That time light was going off every minute. And I said to the lady, you're very lucky because you are next to Dabo. There will be no blackout. The lady said, what? She said, light is always out. In fact, man mata de Dabo. Sapasi man amna generator mo amut. Yes, the lady told me that he was, even if it is dark, he has no generator, he will be in the dark. So we hope that this time around he will move to number 2.
Another minister, former minister, Demba Jao, is my neighbor, but he also lives in his house.
Exactly,
So
Demba, and I think the higher education. Higher education.
I don't know his resident, but I know of
I
Demba
think higher
Jao.
education. He didn't move.
Yeah, Demba is living in his house.
Yeah, Demba lives at his house. The higher education and all of them. I don't think there's anything wrong with living at your own house.
Maybe it's comfortable.
Well, sometimes people will say with the position it comes with it, so you got to move. But,
right.
I think that is all, Omar Wali, today. Is there anything that we did not say? Because it's like we have more people coming in. The latecomers, they will always come late. But I think there was a press conference, the Constitutional Review Committee, right? So let's play the press conference now before we go.
TAF Africa Global is pleased to launch Dalaba Housing Estate. Dalaba Housing Estate is our newest estate located on the Sukuta Jabang Road. You can buy a finished 2 or 3 bedroom house or service plots accompanied with a free fence and gate. At Dalaba Housing Estate, you get to enjoy bituminized roads, gated and fenced properties, solar street lights, water reticulation, public amenities, 1,500 fruit trees aligned in streets and many more. Make a 40% down payment today and spread the balance conveniently for 10 years with GTBank, EcoBank and Trust Bank. Terms and conditions apply. Wait, this is the best part. We are giving a discount on outright payments. For more information and exceptional service, please call our office line on +220 4410 233. Better still, call us on mobile or via WhatsApp on +220 376 2333 or +220 776 2333. You can also visit our website on www.tafafricahomes.com. TAF Africa Global. Our experience is global. Our focus is Africa.
On behalf of the Constitutional Review Commission, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the Commission's first press conference. There is no doubt that the success of the Commission's public consultation processes will ultimately rest on the credible, ethical, factual, sincere, and fair reporting of the media. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are the anchor and platform on which most of the Commission's work will rest in communicating with the general public and our citizens. That is why we deemed it appropriate to make our first public entry through the gateways of the media. We have therefore invited you here today to share with you progress about the work of the Commission to date, some of the challenges, and the way forward to ensure that the review process is characterized by a high level of participation and inclusiveness that will promote citizenship and ownership of the new constitution we have been mandated to draft. Therefore, we wish to use this opportunity to request that you consider dedicating part of your space and airtime, if you can, to covering and highlighting the activities and programs of the constitutional review exercise. To that effect, the Commission has engaged in a wide range of issues related to logistics, such as the establishment of the Secretariat, development of a work plan for the Commission, mapping out a communication strategy, developing modalities for public consultations with various stakeholders, developing a monitoring and evaluation strategy, as well as other relevant aspects that will enrich the process to make it inclusive for all layers of Gambian society. Other staff of the Secretariat will be appointed to assist the work of the Commission. The expected outcomes of the Commission's work are twofold. Firstly, a draft constitution to be presented to the President of the Republic. And secondly, a report in relation to the draft constitution, which will include the processes adopted by the Commission in developing the new constitution and the rationale for the provisions enshrined in the constitution.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm going to replace my AfriCell 3G SIM card.
Why use a 3G SIM card when you have a 4G phone? Replace your 3G SIM card today for the real AfriCell 4G SIM and receive 1 GB of internet data for free.
Really?
Yes, get 1 GB for free just by replacing your SIM card at any AfriCell outlet. With no loss of contact, the cost of bundle from the 3G SIM card is the same for the 4G SIM. And guess what? With the 4G SIM card, you can also connect to the 3G network as well.
This is so cool. I'll replace my 3G SIM card right away to the real 4G SIM and receive my very own 1 GB for free.
From AfriCell, it's always real and it's for free.
Where AfriCell goes, no one has the speed to follow.
Well, of course, yes, I believe that where AfriCell goes, no one has the speed to follow. And where Fatu Network goes, no one has the speed to follow. I'm stealing that from AfriCell. But yes, we'll bring you the full press conference right after, later on today, as you can see. We understand that it's about to rain, or it's raining. I guess that's why the electricity is out, because it's kind of windy too outside. Yeah, it's windy as well. So that is all, and we know there's a soccer match that's coming up with, I think, England and some team. I don't even know, since the Gambia. Oh, you are not into soccer as well?
No,
really?
I support an African team, so
oh, yeah, so once they're out now, we don't get to know a lot, but I know there are people watching. You can see that from the number of people that are watching right now. And someone said, Dabo, please move to State House number 2 for your own security. Someone mentioned that that it is important that he moves there. Well, we don't know if he's going to move there, right? Well, no, yeah, but he's also not renting. So if he doesn't move there, we're not going to be paying rent for him, right? But please move over there. Right. But that's all in this edition of the News Review program here live on the Fatu Network. With me, Fatu Kamara.
Omar Wale.
And Omar Wale, let me say this before we go. Yesterday I wrote something about how people should be careful when they do video chats and stuff. And then after I posted that, I saw that a photo of, there was this photo that I posted in 2013, shortly after my arrest. I was in Senegal. I was in a hotel that was before my arrest. Once in a while I would want to take a break and go rest a little bit. So I was in this nice hotel, having fun, eating and taking care of myself. And I took a photo of me on my bed like that, and I said, good night. And that photo kind of got a lot of hits when I said that. So now I saw that they would use that photo to make it sound like I was doing something bad. You all are so mean. That's not nice. That was a photo that I posted myself.
Do you do video calls?
FaceTime?
FaceTime?
Video call. I don't actually. It depends. It depends who it is because it's very, very important to me. I know you do. I know you do.
No, I don't.
Because all these people that you talk to are not in Gambia.
Yes, but
I know you do.
It doesn't mean it has to be video call.
You are not answering my question. Omar Wali, you
Yeah.
do video call, you are talking live and there are people watching.
Yeah.
And some of the people watching, you know them, right?
Yes, I
do
know
you
some.
do video call and Facebook Live or you don't?
Mostly I do FaceTime with BBC, Focus on Africa, when I'm doing
Omar
interviews.
Wali, apart from BBC, do you do Facebook Live with other people or you don't?
You mean video call or Facebook Live? Because
FaceTime?
FaceTime.
And any sort of video call where you would see somebody and they will see you from the other side. Do you do that?
Yes, I do.
With who? Apart from with other people, right? You don't
With
have to
other-
call names.
With other people.
Exactly. So actually, I think I do, but it really, 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 really depends who that person is. And when it happens, do you go far or you don't go too far?
I am very careful.
Okay, you're very careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who to talk to, even text message.
Yes.
So I know who to talk to and long conversation, what to say, what not to say.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's what.
Because look, whatever is in this thing, it doesn't belong to you anymore.
Yes.
The moment, either photos, videos, whatever
cannot
sell,
stop them.
You can't stop it. It has to go through a system. And you are not in control of that system. Somebody can come and steal my phone today.
Someone is saying, I don't trust this fine boy. It's Ajifanta. Ajifanta is saying, she doesn't trust what you're saying.
Ajifanta, that's it.
But yeah, honestly speaking, with some of us in the media, it's difficult, because we know what could happen. We know that how dangerous it is out there.
Right.
So, for instance, when we send a text message, it is something that even when it goes out there, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. And when we write WhatsApp messages, when we do voice notes, when we are on camera, on Facebook Live with people or anything, we're always very careful. Look at that photo of me on my bed.
Right.
Some people who are so desperate to see the rest of it, they couldn't help it. So what they do is they share around a photo that I posted myself. So that's how ready they are. So if you post something like that, Omar Wali, if you do anything, within seconds.
Oh, I now know. There was
It's
a time
out there.
I was in your house and you were taking a photo with someone.
Yes.
And you like, okay, pictures.
Yes, yes.
So you see,
have to be careful. Everything you're doing, when you're in the media, that's the disadvantage because we like to report on people, but other people also like to report on us.
I know that's going to be a wildfire.
Yes, if you see us in a certain uncompromising position. Inshallah, if we have to, that if you are dating someone, just make sure that you don't do certain things. I saw a video.
Okay.
Did you see that video?
I saw so many videos.
That video, the last video. Did you see the last video?
Let me put it, Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
Yes.
That video.
Yeah, but don't mention it because video, there is a list of people going to court.
Yes, I saw that video.
You saw that video.
Right.
So you don't want anything like that video to happen to you.
Well,
thank you very much. I am Fatu Kamara. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.